Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today we're going to be hanging out. I got to go pick up some washers for my GoPro camera mount on the old helmet. The screw, I normally keep about 5 or 6 washers on there so I don't have to screw it in so far. Anyway, gonna head over to Ace Hardware, see if they're open. If they're not, I'll do it another day. But anyway, today we're gonna be talking a little bit about the reaction to the CanAm Spyder. Man, riding season is upon us, and I've been going out quite a bit, just running little errands, and it's crazy the reactions that I get on the Spyder. It's funny. So we're going to talk the good, the bad, and the ugly, which is one of my favorite things, and I get a kick out of all of it. Some of you may get offended if you're a thin-skinned Spyder riders, but if you are a thick-skinned Spyder rider like me who's ridden everything under the sun, you'll just get a kick out of this. So let's get on with it. All right, so the other day I had to do some errands. I had to run by the bank, and then I had to run by a motorcycle shop. I had things to get done, and of course I swung by the Harley shop. But anyway, I go by the bank, and there's a guy coming out of the bank, and he's getting in his car, and I'm getting off the Spyder, and he cranks his car up, and then he turns his car off, and I'm getting ready to walk in the bank. He goes, excuse me. And he walks over to me, and he goes, can I look at that thing? I'm like, what? Do what? I want to look at that thing over there you rode up on. He didn't know what it was, and he goes, man, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. What is it? And I tell him, it's a CanAm Spyder, and it's made by BRP out of Canada, and just a little bit about it, the size, engine, the speed, the performance, the traveling, all that stuff. And he is like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. My wife doesn't want me getting a motorcycle because I'd had knee surgery, and she's afraid I'm just gonna fall over and break my dadgum leg or something. And man, this right here, I think, do you care if I take some pictures of it? So he takes some pictures of it, and he goes, do you care if I sit on it and take pictures of me sitting on it? So you'll see people like that. And then versus the same day, less than an hour later, I go over to the Harley dealer, and of course, it's all potato. A pull up. I've got on my gear, I got on my jacket, my helmet, my riding boots and all that. And I get off the Spyder, and the first thing the guy says is, welcome to planet Earth, spaceman. And he starts kind of doing a spaceman walk. So I know what he's talking about. He's talking about all the gear all the time, guys, and he was wearing like a vest and a beanie helmet or something, and a short sleeve shirt. So we talked a little bit about gear, and he was making fun of the Spyder, man. He was like, that is the funniest looking thing. It's like a ugly kid that you just gotta love or something, but man, that thing is ugly. And I said, well, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. Your parents may have thought the same about you, but it's okay. And we just laughed. But remember, when people think something's ugly, that's all subjective. It doesn't offend me, because the first time I saw the Spyder, I thought it was quite ugly, and then it grew on me, and now I think they look really, really cool. But yeah. Welcome to Earth, spaceman. So understand, you're going to show up sometimes with gear, and that's how it's going to be. Also here recently, I'd gone to Sonny's, and we're getting ready to leave, and these little kids that were going into Sonny's, and they were all hollering, Mom, Dad, look at this thing over here, look at this thing over here. And the mom and dad were like, get away from that kid, get away. You're going to tear something up, and don't do that. And I'm like, if they want to sit on it, they can sit on it, and so the parents let their kids sit on it, and they took pictures of their kids, and it was like a horse in front of the grocery store when you were a kid, that you put your quarter in, and they were sitting on it. They didn't have to worry about it falling over. They got some photo shots. The parents thought it was real cool, and it's like a ride at the fair. And another time I was going to a buddy of mine's house. He was having actually I think it was, what was the get together? It was a birthday party. So I rode up on this, right? And the first thing, a buddy of mine that rides a Harley, if you're watching, hey Daniel, this has been a while back, but he goes, hey, as long as you got the street sweeper out, you think you could clean my cul-de-sac? Oh, the old street sweeper. Yes, sir, man. I said, sure, absolutely. And then we're standing there having a conversation, and this lady, you know, you were driving up, you were going too fast. You know, my husband is a real rider. And I'm like, he is? Well, that's nice. What does she ride? And she goes, well, he rides he rides a real motorcycle. He rides a Harley Davidson. I'm like, well, that's very, very nice. That's very nice. It's a real motorcycle. So I asked her, I said, well, does he do a lot of riding? Well, yeah, he rides quite a bit. He rides, you know, several times a month. I'm like, really? That's nice. So, you know, he's the occasional, you know, go get a beer and then go home rider. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, but I love it when people go, well, he's a real rider. He rides a real motorcycle. Because we're not real riders, and these are not real motorcycles. So I want you to do me a favor down below. Share some of the stories that you have of the way you've been treated on the Spyder, both good and bad, because I find humor in all of them. I'm sure I've shared this with you at Bike Week. I go to Bike Week, and there have been times I've ridden to Bike Week. In fact, the last time I went to Biketoberfest, I rode down, so that was what, 250 miles. I rode around all day, did like another 150, and then rode another 200 plus, you know, back to Valdosta, because I was going to stay over at the house in Valdosta. So that day I did like 600 miles, you know, and the guys that I was having lunch with over there were Harley guys, and they had trailered their motorcycle from Lake City. And if you don't know Florida, I mean, that is a nothing ride. That is literally a Porsche Boxster. Let's pull up here and look at this Boxster. See if we can race. Let's look at this car. Oh, very cool. I got to pull up here beside him. Maybe he won't run into me. Oh, they're going to get me though. Cool car, man. Love it.
This is my motorcycle.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love it, man. What year is it?
It's
03. It looks great.
Thank you.
How many miles you got on it?
95.
95. Cool. Any service issues yet with the mileage?
No, but what people don't know is that the 99 to the 07 have a certain bearing in the engine,
Right.
which is faulty. You have to pay about $2 grand to have it replaced properly. Once you do that, it's like insurance.
Ah, I got you.
You know, but you have to know that to do that, you have to do it.
And if you don't do it when it fails, it's probably catastrophic. Yeah.
Exactly. Tell me about your bike.
Oh, this is a 2019 CanAm Spyder RT.
Wow.
And we've gone from Key West to Maine and back. We've done East Coast to West Coast. My wife's in a wheelchair. We pull a trailer behind this thing. And I don't know if you're a YouTube guy, but we have a channel. It's called Coach Bob 3, just the number 3. You'll see the picture of me with a Shoei helmet on the thumbnail, the avatar. Check it out. You might enjoy it.
There's a guy, Jason Shelfer, who has a YouTube channel. His wife is in a wheelchair
Right?
all her life, and he happens to be a cousin by marriage. They're down in Orlando, but they have some kind of radio program also.
I'll check it. Jason Shelford. Okay, I'll check it out.
GLFER.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
For sure. I gave up bikes when I was in graduate school just because people don't see them.
Oh, I know. Well, I almost got tagged right there pulling up.
This little car, my girlfriend, she drives a big Suburban. So she's in this little. I have another car too, but I drive this mostly.
Right.
And she freaks out. I don't blame her. Fun up, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome, man. But check out the YouTube channel, Coach Bob 3. All right, buddy. Have a safe trip, man. Enjoy your ride, man.
Hey, Bob, you ready for the sad joke?
Yeah.
You're crazier than you look.
I am crazier than I look. Hey, man. Have a go. That's right. Nice to meet you, buddy. You meet the nicest people in Porsches. That's what you do. Yes, you do. I guess I need to kill some cameras.
What's up?
Love the shirt.
Oh, thanks, man. My sister-in-law got this for me.
There you go. It's well deserved too, I'm sure. Yeah, get this thing to stick on here. I knew it wasn't on there well. There we go. My goal was to just get just enough washers on this to where I don't have to turn this thing 80 times to get it to tighten up. But I wanted to have enough purchase to stay in place. Tell you what, it was a big investment. 17 cents a washer. Oh yeah. The hip hop going on. Oh wow, that's a lot easier, man. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that, so I picked up a dozen of these washers. Didn't need but a few of them, but well, oddly enough, as I shut the cameras down when I was going in the store, a lady came over and said, "What is that thing?" I love it. There again, if you are uncomfortable with it, with getting attention, don't get you a Spyder. But if you are comfortable with attention, and I am obviously, I talk to everyone, whether I'm on the Spyder or not. This is the lady right there. She was talking to me about it. She was very impressed, very impressed. Cool. She about lost her shopping cart there for a minute. All right. So here we go. What we'll do, we'll toot the horn and wave when we go by. See ya. All right, it's like the little parade. It's like the little Coach Bob 3 parade. Yeah, oh yeah. It's all about the Spyder. The little arachnid friend, our little white arachnid. Let's view the old map, see where we are. We might be able to find our way home. Oh, you know what? I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to go this way. Because I'm a rebel. I'm James Dean. James Dean. Figure I'll show you something here. This, even though, you know, it's not really a something, it's kind of something. This little cool little lake right over here. It's where the kids run. See right there where all the dust is blowing up around that lake? We got a big old park. Oh, getting all covered in that. Anyway, we run them out there in the park. I've seen a lot of puke in that grass, I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, chunky. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is a beautiful part of Tallahassee. I love this area. I often wish I would have bought a home over here. Nice little tight winding roads. These houses like that right there is just as pretty as a picture. I love the way it looks. And they back up to that little pond over there. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Check him out doing his work. Let's see if we can get a wave. Nope. He was busy. He's too busy to wave to us. He ain't got time for that. Now if you go that way, it dead ends. If you go this way, you pop on out. Let's pop on out. I think, might have took the wrong turn. Oh, yeah, I did. I took a wrong turn. Look at that. Shows you how well I don't know this area. Oh my, I think it's going to take me right back out where I came from, which is okay. So if you're going, Coach, that kind of looks like you did a big old circle. You know why? Because we did a big old circle. Our yard guy was right there. That's where he was. So I just turned one block too early. I won't do it twice though. I'll only do it one time. I can only be stupid one day at a time. We'll wave again. See if we can get a second wave. That makes up for the yard guy. We got one person to wave twice as opposed to, so it all balanced out. The average is 2 people, 2 waves. It doesn't matter whether it's 1 person or 2 people. All right, man, and that's nice and tight and twisty, isn't it? Oh, I know where I am now. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, if you would do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and all that jazz. I would appreciate it. Always out having fun on the Spyder. Hopefully get to go on some trips here real soon on the Spyder. We're doing the California shuffle in the car because we have to go see the children's. We want to go see our grandbaby. The second grandbaby, that is. Because when you've been in the grandbaby business as long as I have, I love that house. Isn't that cool? That is so cool, man. Look at that garage. 6-car garage. I have garage envy. Yeah, I don't have envy right there. I'm glad I've got a motor. Yeah, I remember when that house was for sale, it looked like a dump, man. And they fixed that thing up and they built that 6-car garage and it's like, woo, buddy. So reactions from the Spyder, you know, they are always varying in multiple degrees, one way or the other. Some good, some bad, some indifferent. Some people are just bored. They look at it and go, meh. But it's rare you get the meh. It's either a love-hate thing. You know, I often joke about, you know, well, people, you can't, you know, you can't get your feelings hurt, and you know, I have people go, well, it doesn't matter what you ride as long as you ride, and I agree with that, I really do. And then they go, well, if you let other people affect what you ride, then you shouldn't be riding. I would disagree with that. I say, develop a thick skin. Look at this. He was gonna go. He wanted to. I'll give him the wave. They gave me the wave back. They're like, we were gonna kill him, but we'll give him one more day of riding. Got the big John Deere out there. Yes. But yeah, we'll wave. She gave us a wave. Look at that. We're 3 for 3 now. Because that one woman, she leveled it out. She balanced it out. Actually, we're 4 for 4, counting the guy that was going to kill us. You know, people do get sensitive. You know, it's funny. You know, I did the little video where I was talking about the wave, how you can't get offended if they don't wave back. And RJ from 602 North, make sure you subscribe to 602 North. By the way, if you don't, you're missing out, because he's pretty cool. Man, he's got a jamming. I saw his Jeep today on Instagram, and I'm telling you, that thing is looking smoking hot, man. Now, it was you know, of course, Instagram has the smaller pictures, and you can't click on them like Facebook, and they cover the whole screen. But it looked like he had some KCs on top of that thing, going old school, looking good on the Rubicon. Keep it up there, RJ. That looks sweet. But you know, we do have a tendency of getting offended if someone doesn't like our stuff, you know, or getting angry, or, you know, why are you judging? Why are you judging me? I don't. I think it's funny, and if someone is going to fire the opening round, then I am a master of wit, a shifter of wit, if you will. And I love the banter. I love it. I have, you know, all of the jokes about the Harleys, you know. Now, I'm going to tell you the joke that I used to be told a lot when I rode a Harley. You've all heard this one, I'm sure. If you haven't, let's get around this cyclist, though. We don't want to upset him. He was very highly visible, though. He had a flashing light and pink socks, so he was looking good. But anyway, the joke was, it went like this, you know, for my Harley fans out there, what's the difference in a Harley and a vacuum cleaner? The location of the dirt bag. You know, and so there's a million Harley jokes out there, and I rode Harleys at the time, and I saw the humor in it. So if you don't see the humor in it, lighten up, Francis. For those of you who had seen Stripes, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta lighten up. My name's Psycho. If you call me Francis, I'll kill you. If any of you guys go touching my stuff, I'll kill you. Lighten up, Francis. Sergeant Holka, the big toe. Oh yeah, he's the one who said it. Lighten up. Look at this, man. Doesn't matter what you're riding. If you're riding through this, how can you not be happy? Is that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? These canopy roads, they are the stuff that makes riding a dream, an absolute dream. Well, I am just going to keep riding along. What is that? Oh, there's a picnic site up here. I had no idea there was a picnic site up here. We'll have to check it out. It's on Pisgah Church Road. Now, I know where Pisgah Church Road is. That's up here near the fire station. But I had no idea there was a picnic basket. Let's see here if we can find it. It's going to be coming up here in just a minute. I may have to bring Coach Vic over here and have us a picnic. Make some peanut butter and jelly tortillas. You know, that's another thing. We, you know how you can tell if someone is single or not? If they tell you, man, I just had supper. What'd you have? I had peanut butter and jelly on a tortilla. So we saw that the other night on the internet, and that was the question was, how do you know you're single? Let's see here if we see the picnic site. That's an address. I don't think they would want us pulling up on their yard to have a picnic. I see a little white sign. Could this be the place? It could be. It could be. Will you look at that? Well, I'll be a son of a gun. Look at that. Ain't that pretty as a picture? Wow. You know, I didn't even know this was back here. Now I guess I know why they call it Pisgah Church Road. Look at this. Well, I will do a history lesson on this, y'all. Wow, that is beautiful, isn't it? That is too cool. The big cemetery out here. They got the tables out here for when they... Oh man, that is just awesome. This is just beautiful. I had no clue that any of this was even here. Now, I don't know what this is. Let's see here. Yep. I'll probably get arrested for trespassing. Security cameras are in use. Oh, that's okay. You know what? I'm not going to go further back there. It's getting awfully sandy and looking rough. But look at that. They're getting ready to have a big bonfire. Now, that's cool. That is awesome. They got the water hose ready to go. This is awesome out here. Me and Coach Vic don't have to come out here and have us a picnic. This is cool. All right. All right, well, fellow Spyder slant motorcycle, two-wheel, three-wheel brethren of the open road, no matter what you ride, do me a favor. Go out and buy the motorcycle of your dreams. I don't care if it has two wheels. I don't care if it's made in Japan, China, America, Canada. I don't care where it's made. Go out and buy that motorcycle of your dreams. Eat right, take care of yourself, and remember, I'm going to go in front of this guy. He's going to let me go. Oh yeah, if you're not having fun, hey, you are doing it wrong. Now I'll see you on the road real soon. All right, go seize the day, baby. Talk to you later.